What's good, guys? Boy Dev Plizank. Today we got a new album from Meek Mill titled Championships. Now, as y'all know, I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan. If y'all really didn't know that, I've been there. I don't even gotta repeat myself. Hugh Douglas, Corey Simon, Troy Vincent, Bobby Taylor, James Thrash, Todd Pinkston, all the big boys back in the day. Freddie Mitchell, Donovan McNabb. I've been a fan for a while now. In my long life, quarter century life, and I wasn't going to do a reaction on this. I wasn't going to touch it. It was 19 tracks. I was going to do a review. I was going to listen to it myself. It is the first project we gotten from Meek Mill since he's gotten out of jail. So I felt like I had to do it. It was my responsibility, me being an Eagles fan and having, championships is basically, about that. Philadelphia finally on the map. This is a perfect time for Meek Mill. You know what? We just got to get right into this. I already did the track with Drake and him. I felt like that was a big stepping stone for those two, after having the beef for the last 3 years, and now, it's all squashed and did a track together. I personally wasn't a fan of the track, but, it is what it is. Y'all like what y'all like. I like what I like. But with that being said, man, I don't want to do too much talking. The only thing I really know about this is the whole Rick Ross ordeal and the Drake feature that I already listened to. So like always, man, been talking too much. We just going to get right into this. We got Meek Mill Championships. Y'all ready? Alright, man, track 1 is intro. This man. Hey, man. I say one thing about Meek that, we all can agree on. No matter who you are, this man Meek always has the most fire intros in the game. I don't know how he keeps doing it, but his intros are nothing but fire. And I always tell you, man, it's always about your intro, how you grab the listener's attention. This nigga Meek, bro. Phil Collins. I feel him. No pun intended.
Any of them niggas that want to smoke. Nigga, this a big boy phantom, this ain't a ghost. Had to take the weight from them niggas and then they toast. Big dog, nigga, I'm a big dog. Tree said they need that dope, they haven't whipped out. I put on my yellow diamonds when I'm pissed off. Go to a glass house. How the fuck you get it to the fourth bell out? Got your favorite Instagram image with her ass out.
Hey, real shit. Real shit.
Went up like a million of a couple shows.
Hey, the funny part of the songs when he's like, I can feel it, and you hear Phil Collins. That's supposed to be a sad song, you hear it in the background, and then this nigga Meek Mill like, touch your toes, bitch, touch your toes, Hey, nothing short of amazing, man. Look. If there's one thing from Meek Mill, like I said at the beginning of the track, it's the intro. We always going to get a great intro from Meek Mill. Phil Collins sample, I like what he did right there. Look, it's just funny when he gets these samples going, and then like I said, he got the oh yeah, touch your toes, bend over, I'm gonna get you from the back, like Meek Mill need to chill, bro. But I mess with that intro heavy. That's when we won for 19 so far. Let's keep it moving. Track 2, Trauma.
They got a smoker with a kid in my cell. Damn. And even worse, my dad black don't wanna see me do well. It's either that or black people for sale. Get me 2 to 4 years like black woman, take my freedom. Almost made me hate my people. When they label you felon, it's like they telling you they not equal.
One thing we're gonna get from this album that I'm gonna respect is just the fact that Meek learned a lot while he was in jail. A lot has happened. Jail time really does change you. I say when people think that, it's both ways. Sometimes the jail system doesn't really work, and then sometimes it teaches you a lesson that you needed that time just to kind of reflect on yourself and do your punishment and then become a better person. For Meek Mill, he talked about the judge, how she put him away. It was a lot of shady stuff that was going around. Another thing I feel bad too is if you ever get probation, I always tell my homie, told me this too. I never been to jail, but my homie's been to jail. I did a homie that did 3 years, and he told me, he's like, if they ever give you a probation deal, they tell you you on probation for 5 years. They told me, you either get probation for 5 years or you just do a year in jail. And he said, nah, F that, give me the year. I don't even want to play no games. Cause probation, bro, he was telling me, he's like, that's a different ball game, bro. You can't do nothing. So it's basically kind of you locked up for 5 years. You got to be on your best behavior. You can't go nowhere without letting your probation officer know, where you at. And it's just really not worth it. You rather just get the year away and just do what you got to do and then get it all done with. Because one misstep, just what happened with Meek Mill. I think he had 10 years probation or 8 years. One misstep later on, in 9 years later, 8 years later, and then he gets in trouble, and then they rack on more years to his sentence. Come on, man. That's the system is flawed in that. Just a little story time. I always got to put some story time in it. Track 3, Uptown Vibes, featuring Nice. That's Guile theme? Go. You know what I'm really appreciating before? Let me stop. I appreciate all how the rappers is going with the Spanish community. They combining because y'all said Unwell AA. He's like the Spanish Nav, and they all combining. I'm messing with this, man. I like this. I like Spanish vibes. You know, I feel like it's feel good music. You can't really be like if anybody says they hate Spanish music, then you know they never receive that ass. That's what it is. They just never receive that ass. It's okay.
From Uptown, I put us down. Yeah, oh, then I keep diamond truck back to my Santa Loca. In the kitchen, whipping that dope up, you can smell the odor. Plug on kitchen, we gon' hit it like we Sammy Sosa. Oh, pipe down, throwing up shots. We shut them down, nigga. I was down, but they see I'm up now, nigga.
Hey.
Head high, cause I'm holding up my crown, nigga. Never told, even through the ups and downs, nigga. You know, mommy like salsa, we get dip.
Yo.
I'm just trying to see you dance salsa on the dick.
Yo.
It went down, she came up.
Hey, you know what's funny too? I found out like 5 years ago that Fabulous is half Dominican. Like I you know, when he used to always be speaking Spanish, Dimlo, mommy, it's Loso. You know, like, I never knew that he was Spanish. I thought that was part of his swag. You know, like, you know, put a couple Spanish words in. But I come to find out him, Jewels, they all some type of Spanish. It's damn. I don't know what that nigga saying, but it might be fire. Hey man, I always tell people that too, man. Look, we don't know what. Look, me, I'm black and Filipino. I am not Dominican or whatever y'all thought it was. I am black and Asian. All right. I don't know what these Spanish people saying. I am from Miami though, so I'm gonna get jiggy with it. Just like Will Smith said, I'm gonna get jiggy with it. You know, like, cause I feel the vibes, Uptown vibes. You know what I'm saying? Down south vibes. I feel it. You gotta feel the music at some point. Like I said, it's not always about the lyrical shit. Like, you know, I know a lot of people like to be hard asses. They think, oh, I'm gonna listen to some Jadakiss. You know, I'm gonna listen to what Biggie got to say because he's speaking the real. Yo, I'm from New York. You're like, yo, put your hands up, receive that ass. Track 4, On Me, featuring Cardi B.
City. You fuck my bitch, I'ma keep it player. Bad bitch, fucking on me. Top floor at my penthouse, yeah. Young rich nigga, I'm in my road. Fucking on her, my flip flop, yeah. Fuck that trolling this hip hop, whoa. Fuck on me. Tell her come fuck on me. Fuck on me. Tell her come fuck on me.
Yeah.
On a free.
Look, I see the bitch trying to switch sides. Then jump back trying to dick ride.
Hey.
But I ain't really worried about these hoes. Cause bitches like her, D-Roll. Gucci be sexing it, brick. Try something you hold, quick. Body bag, sip.
Hey, no, hey, she hate that shit. I ain't gonna front. She hate that shit.
And I want all bad bitches. I want a freak nasty hoe that'll grant all my wishes.
Hey, man, look, hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We 4 tracks in this shit. 5. Like, hey, look, I personally, I'm not a fan of Cardi B. I did her review before. There was a couple songs I did like. The one with YG, I like that song on her album that she did. The video did get taken down, unfortunately. But I like Cardi B on some tracks. I don't like her on a lot of tracks. You know, the whole ghostwriting thing that went down at this point, no one really cares about that. My thing is if she has a ghostwriter, just open up about it and keep making hits. Period. Point blank. Period. Like you make hits. It is what it is. Like, you know, you weren't a rapper in the first place anyway. I just like the way Cardi B, you know, she presents herself. In music, not in real life, in music. You know, she has a certain tone in her voice where it just gives off like, damn, you know, I'm the baddest, you can't touch me. And you know, it's just a good rapping voice. And then Meek Mill did his thing on there too. Like that's one of me. That's gonna be one of them tracks where, you know, the ass shakers come out. You know, you have a little fun with it. You feeling yourself. You turn it up in the car. You know, you going like 70 on the highway on I-75. I don't know what y'all got over there. 95, 25, 45. We got I-75. You know, like I don't know what y'all got. Track 5, What's Free, featuring Rick Ross. Okay, so this must be the track right here. Got that Biggie sample. Okay.
Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I wanna be.
Yeah.
Before I'm judged by 12, put a 12 on my feet.
Disastrous on the strip. Holding on your bitch could've never sold you a brick. With them people you never been on the list.
Yeah.
Mona Lisa to me ain't nothing but a bitch. Hanging pictures over a decade and never nobody's favorite. Pot and Kilo go hand in hand like we gamble and huff. Screaming gang, now you wanna rap. Racketeering charges caught him on the tap. Looking for a bond, lawyers want a tax. Purple purple hair, got them faggots on your
What's
breast.
free?
Damn. Okay, hold on. First of all, let me put this on the playlist. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put the first 4 tracks on the playlist. We gonna get the Uptown Vibes on the Me Am the Panda. We gonna get that On Me on the Me Am the Panda. If you want my playlist, man, you donate $1 to the Patreon, and then I give you to Apple Music. That's just the way it goes. It's only $1 in a dream. It's really not that much. 50 cent, I'd do 50 cent if I could, but it won't let me. Hey, the whole Rick Ross thing about using the F word, I'm not gonna say, like I use that word very commonly too. When I'm playing games, calling people out or whatever, or when I'm in public, I use the word. All right, I don't really care. Look, I'm not in this sensitive era of 2018, 2017. I had I had an altercation on Twitter, I guess you want to call it, where I used the TRANNY word. I don't want YouTube to come flag me because I'm being disrespectful. But for me, that word was always, I never knew it was a derogatory term. I think that Facebook, stated in 2017, 2018, that word has become derogatory. For me, that word was always short for, for what it is, for the actual word. It's an abbreviation. That's what TRANNY is an abbreviation for. So, like I said, I'm old school. Well, I'm not old school, but I'm getting a little older. So I'm, that's what I grew up on. That's what it was always used for. That's the term used for it. Now, with people calling people F words and whatnot, it happens. All right, the N word. I don't know about hard ERs, but it happens. This don't affect me. I mean, he called him. It is like, oh, it is what it is. I feel like social media is a double-edged sword nowadays. With myself included, it gives people a platform. And it gives people, a voice to say, what I'm saying? Even if you have 100 followers, if you have 5 followers, even if you have 20K followers, people feel they have just a bit of power because they can get their opinions out and their voices can be heard by somebody over the internet. And when you get enough people to gather and to cluster around this topic, and people just like, oh yeah, they combine and they can do some crazy things, like you said, like before with domestic violence and all that stuff. Like if you did that in NFL, you be off for a year or whatnot and be cool. Nah, bro, your career is done if you get caught on camera. Like you see Kareem Hunt, Ray Rice. If you say anything when you're in the YouTube community, or if you're a famous actor or something and you use derogatory slur, a white man saying like nigga or something, you calling somebody the F word, or you saying this person's a TRANNY, like it at this point, if you do anything that's under the limelight, under the eagle in the sky, you are done. All right, and you gotta apologize, because the meaningless opinions, even one meaningless opinion can become 50,000 opinions, and then that opinion can therefore result in the end of you if you don't stay woke. But I really honestly don't think that Rick Ross cares. It's not a big deal to me. Maybe y'all feel some type of way. He was just saying that the people in jail, which he was calling the F word, are going to take Tekashi 6ix9ine, because the purple hair dude, that's the only person I could think, and they gon' duck him. They need to get him out of there. I don't think 6ix9ine can survive jail. But let's keep the track going, man. My bad.
Diddy and niggas counting me out. Like my account ain't busy. That's 5,000,020. Sit up and count till I'm dizzy.
Yeah.
Feeling 500,000.
50% of Duce and it's debt free, yeah. 100% of Ace of Spade worth half a beat. Rock Nation, half of that, that's my piece.
And pig intestines. Oh, chitlins. Chitlins, bro. Hey, man, I had to go back in the track. I had to listen to a couple of the lines again. But yeah, man, hey, that one line did hit me, bro. Like pig's feet, chitlins. The pig intestines. I had a lot of that stuff, man. Like when you think about it, that's like the bottom of the meats, man. Like it is good though. I mean, what was the other one? Salt. That's what it was called. Salt. Something like that, when they do the pig and they got the pig ears and they put it all in there, man. And look, my grandma used to make that all the time, bro. And I'm talking about that was the struggle. So I've definitely been there. Jay-Z, like they all did their thing in the verses. I think that Rick Ross, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Rick Ross has literally had time after time after time top albums. His album has been real shit. Now he transitioned into that boss music. I definitely love Rick Ross, man. Rick Ross, he just got that mob boss feel, when he rap. Like you feel like he's just a kingpin. Jay-Z, I had a up and down with Jay-Z. Black Album being my favorite album from Jay-Z. Like I said, it's been up and down with Jay-Z. Sometimes when he rapping, I feel like he's offbeat, but there's other times where I feel like, Jay-Z just ripping it. Like I said, I got a love-hate relationship with Jay. This verse right here, though, he was spitting a lot of real shit. Like he was talking about his money. He had nothing growing up. Like what's really free? I think that with Jay-Z, he made the right decision. With Beanie and getting away from all that, and You know, Beanie, I love Beanie as a rapper, but, you know, them not making the right decision. And then, you know, Jay-Z doing what he had to do for his life and, you know, where he is now. I think that Jay-Z he's just money smart, man. Like, he, you know, he did his thing. He made all this shit. Like, he has all the money now. You know, he said a couple lines in there, when you're not built like Michael and what's that called? And then Prince, because you could see that Prince and Michael, they were a lighter shade. You know, that's the thing in the black community. They were a lighter shade. And, you know, they were accepted, I guess, by the white people. I mean, I'm just gotta say it like that. That track right there, though, man, definitely something amazing. You know, rapping over Biggie's instrumental, I definitely appreciate that track. And the whole thing about Rick Ross, I really just, I mean, it is what it is. It happens every single day. And we only on track 6. Holy shiza. And I got 25 minutes of footage. Hey, man, track 6, respect the game, bro. Holy shit. The samples, bro. Hey, Meek Mill.
Yeah, but now it's champagne showers when we poppin' the champ. We done all the fast in they tracks.
Hey.
Niggas can't be us cause they rats.
Hey.
Stand tall, girl. Start acting bougie when he fuck up his cheddar. Before you know it, niggas was fucking her better. I knew about it and I became. Niggas disappeared quick as Lil Zane. You feeling yourself?
Am I missing something? Because I feel like, didn't Ski Mask say the same thing earlier? Like, am I tripping? Or did they say that in the Drake track? I know I've heard a line in the last 3 days when I listen to music that somebody said "Gone is Lil Zane." Like, dang, yo, like, that's crazy. Is it the anniversary or something? Let me know. Like, it's
Rule number 2.
Damn.
Never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses. Rule number 3.
Damn.
Say you sound
Real shit. What? I gotta put that on the plate. Oh my god, bro! I gotta put all the. I might as well just, at this point, this man, the Meek killing it. I might as well put the whole album on the playlist. Holy, bruh. First of all, he said rule number 1. Don't ever count your homies' pockets thinking you deserve it. Like, bruh, that man is so right, man. Like, you know, if I got a couple homies that they're doing really well, and you know, you can't count nobody's pockets. All right, a lot of y'all like to do that too. Like, oh, you deserve, or you need to give us videos because we the reason you got money in your pocket. I saw a couple comments down before, and I was just staring at the comments, baffled, like wow, y'all really feel that entitled. Rule number 2, man, if you got a chick like that just wants you for some purses, and they say you better buy me something nice, you need to dipset. You need to get out of there. That's get out. Red alert, you know what I'm saying? Like, bling, bling, get your ass out of there. Amber alert. Like, if somebody wants you just for your money, man, that's already the wrong thing to want somebody for. Like, it's okay that you don't want nobody that's just bummy. You know, you want somebody that's established, successful, like, you know, on the same page as you with some ambition, some goals. I get that. But, like, when they just want you because you buy them expensive shit, you need to go, bro. Like, dead ass. And then rule number 3, man, like, don't spend that money too fast, man, because when you back at the bottom and you ain't got nothing but $1 to your name, the same people that was supporting you, and you like I said, you can have 100K subscribers, 900K subscribers, 1 million subscribers, making $20,000 to $30,000 a week, a month on YouTube, and that junk can be taken away at any time. And look, no matter how much people support you, you're going to be at the bottom by yourself, all right? They ain't going to be there with you, you know? Like, and that's what I try to tell people. Like, no matter what you do, it's all about you first, and then everybody else. You got to take care of yourself first and be smart. Look, man, like, bro, don't ever... Look, I know a lot of y'all feel entitled. Y'all not entitled, man. Like, track 7, Splash. Warning, featuring Future.
Splash warning.
dope up like a pot of spaghetti. The trap was hot, a nigga had the feds around the corner. Get the package, Benji failing in my knapsack. Okay, I want to sleep in that pussy. Money, big boss, and then Richie Millie, it on TikTok.
I knew it was too good to be true that we was getting all those fire tracks. I knew some trash was coming. Some straight dumpster was just coming. It had to. It was too good to be true. This is 19 tracks. There's no way there was going to be 19 tracks full of fire. The last person to do some stuff like that was Late Registration Kanye West. You know, that was the last person to give us straight fire. Oh, I think Lupe Fiasco did it on The Cool, too. Did I lie? Shit, I think Outkast also did it on Quemini. Like, I think... You know, I can keep going. But this track was straight dumpster juice. Of course, it will be all the Atlanta rappers. Look, I'm a fan of Future. I'm a fan of Young Thug. Lately, they've been utter trash. I just don't understand. They've been trash. I don't vibe with them. I don't see how y'all vibe with them. But look, to each their own. Y'all do what y'all do. I do what I do. Track 8, Championships. Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah, and I ain't care to preach. I just had to say something, cause I'm the one with the reach. This time I seen a nigga get some blood on his sneaks.
Oh my God, this remind me of back when I was young.
Crying at the body shot when it all fall down. I can't call y'all now, even if I hit your phone. That won't get me home. Seen so many different times these niggas did me wrong. That's the reason that I did this.
Bitch, I hear that saxophone in that.
Try to smoke the pain away, they lock us up for smoking. Put them on probation, lock them up if he ain't perfect. Victim to the system like a raindrop in the ocean.
my
They're closing all the schools and all the
Oh my God, this dude's filthy. Bruh, this is one of them, this is one of them driving whips right here. This is driving John right here. That guitar, the piano, the saxophone. Somebody said it. I just tweeted too. Like I said, it's straight raw. I'll give y'all live. Somebody just tweeted, said like, yeah, the beats were good, but why he had to have all that trap sound in it? Well, I mean, Meek Mill is sort of a trap artist. I mean, like y'all can say what he is like. I mean, when I think of Meek Mill, I think of him of some sort of trap. I mean, I don't think the production was bad. I'm replying to you directly, my guy. I don't think the production is as bad as you think. You know, it has a lot of old school sounds to it, classical instruments going through. I mean, it feels like kind of Kanye on this shit, to be real with you. I feel like I'm 13, 14 again, back in the 8th grade, listening to T.I., just doing my job, trap music, bro. Like, I felt this is what it feels like right here. And I'm loving every single minute of it, bro. I don't want no, I don't want no screaming stuff right here. I don't want no too much mumbling, too much trap. This is just real feel-good shit right here. Whether it's a trap sound or not. This track was beautiful. How could you not like that track, man? Come on, man. That sounded like some vintage Thug Motivation 101, 102. The inspiration. Like, you bugging. I honestly don't understand if you hate that song. How could you hate that song? Trap sound or not, bro. Like, I don't know about y'all, man, but I do this music shit on YouTube and I talk, and the reason why people watch me, and yes, I may not be the most insightful person on here, but I talk real and I talk how I feel about the music, man. I love this music shit. I love music. Music has gotten me through a lot in life. And when you sit here and you listen to tracks like that, and I tell you, it reminds me of, you know, me being 13. And, you know, people see me for that. You know, they understand that I'm really passionate and I really love this shit. I honestly, no matter how many subscribers I have at the end of the day, you know, whether it be 105K, whether it be, you know, a million. I always say, man, if I had 10K people to watch me for forever and ride with me, you know, that would mean the world to me. You know, that's my number. I want to grow to get 10,000 people that I could have a genuine conversation with in a room and they would listen to me. Not just viewers of this. I want to talk to people because I am passionate about this music shit. Bro, like this right here, man. When I told you I felt like I was 13, this track remind me of this track right here, bro. Like,
in the hood, it ain't me. And I ain't always up to no good on the crease. You ain't always gotta play it through the hood where I speak. How you doing? We ain't out here breaking your lives, breaking your children. No more you that we live like this.
all day stuck in the grind, summertime and wintertime. Cut school to sell 50 dimes by dinner time.
See everything.
I do, man. I be trying to tell y'all, man. Like, when you get tracks like that, man, Kanye put his footprint all over that beat. T.I. just doing his thing, giving you that soul. That track reminds me, that's the kind of music I listen to. I don't know, like, y'all, I understand y'all like the Earl sweatshirts, and, you know, y'all like your lyrical monsters out there, like the Hobsons. I give it to y'all. That's what y'all like to listen to. For me, man, I grew up on the trap sound. I did grow up on, you know, the South rappers, you know, from the T.I.s to you know, the B.O.B.s, you know what I'm saying, to Outkast, you know, like I grew up on that. That's, you know, I obviously Wayne, you know what I'm saying, you know, he was in Miami a long time, but from Louisiana, I grew up on all that. I like that sound. You know, it's just different. Big Crit is still trying to carry that on, but I like music like that. And when you get music like that, that's what I feel. You know, like, I love this music shit, man. That's why I continue to do it, because I love it. The money gonna come and go, all right? But the passion ain't going nowhere, man. Look, this is gonna be a part 2 album. I know this video already gonna be like an hour and ish long. So, hold on, let me switch it up, man. That track was fire, dog.